What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. We're here with another video. Guys, this one is going to be a quick one, but as always, please like and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel to like the video, so I would appreciate that if you do. Today, we're talking about Kim Zolciac's daughter. Now, when I saw that headline, naturally, the first thing I thought about was Brielle, because Brielle is the daughter that's kind of taken after Kim. Take that for what it's worth. Um, Sorry, Brielle. When I heard that one of Kim's daughters were in trouble, you're the first person I thought of. But it wasn't. It was Ariana. Ariana Biermann has been arrested for suspicion of driving under the influence. Now, guys, when I do a video, I like to say, even if it's a topic that's kind of like messy, we on this channel, we kind of make it thought-provoking. So let me give you guys the details. This is according to TMZ, and then we'll talk. Because at the end of the day, this is still a kid. It says, Kim Zolciac Biermann's daughter, Ariana, was arrested for DUI this weekend, TMZ has learned. The 20-year-old social media influencer, who isn't a social media influencer at this point? The 20-year-old social media influencer and reality star was busted Saturday in Forsyth County, Georgia, and then booked on 3 separate charges: misdemeanor, driving under the influence of alcohol, misdemeanor improper erratic lane change, and underage alcohol possession, purchase of alcohol. This according to jail records and personnel. We're told she bonded out the same day. Unclear what time of the day this was, but we imagine it was early morning. There's no narrative yet on what exactly may have happened, but we do know her on and off boyfriend, 20-year-old Hudson McLeroy, was also arrested on alcohol-related charges this morning, seemingly while he was in the car with Ariana. He was also booked for driving under the influence, plus purchasing alcohol under 21 and violating his driving permit. You're 20 years old with a driving permit? Okay. Based on Ariana's charges, though, it would appear she was behind the wheel in this instance. Hudson has since been released on bond, so they're both out. The only other thing of note is that Ariana was processed with the surname Zolciac, her mom's maiden name, and not her adopted father's name, Biermann. Corey Biermann adopted both Ariana and Brielle back in 2013, but it's unclear who their biological fathers are. So before we get into what Brielle is saying, because her lawyer has released a statement, of course, I want to say this is still a kid. And although I do not agree with, drinking and driving, some of the comments that I saw were pretty ugly. She probably been drinking since middle school. Kim was always about the paper and the men who can give it to her. Now, although I don't disagree about Kim, it's a kid. I don't know. Those 2 daughters are a joke. Oh, well, their trailer park didn't work so well, did it? And it goes on and on and on. And again, I'm not making light of the fact that this girl allegedly drank and drive. It's horrible. I'm definitely anti-drinking and driving. I just think your mom is Kim, so I don't know. Ariana was always the one that was motivated. I think they said she was the one that was going to go to college. Her daughter, Brielle, really took after Kim with the plastic surgery. I think she dated like a semi-pro baseball player, decided to skip college to become an influencer. What I will say is these kids had to grow up on television, and they didn't necessarily have to ask for that. And their mom is Kim Zolciac. So we don't really know what she was doing in the home. I think that, of anything, Kim is a good mom. Some people say maybe not because she doesn't really discipline her kids. I won't go into that. I will say Ariana seems like a good kid up to this point. And any of these kids on these reality shows who didn't ask to be on TV but kind of thrust into it, I always have a soft spot for them because you never really know what they go through with their parents being on TV and being on the spotlight all the time. So let me give you guys what Brielle's attorney said, because that's important. She's saying that through her attorney, Justin Spisman, Ariana's lawyer tells TMZ Ariana was involved in a minor fender bender. When police arrived on the scene, the investigating officer immediately initiated an investigation for driving under the influence. Despite Ariana's constant invocation that she was upset and anxious from the minor accident, the officer incorrectly concluded she was impaired by alcohol. That was not the case. She wholly denies these allegations and intends to fight these charges because she is not guilty of them. Now, I'm a fair person. If she was booked on this, then was there a sobriety test? Did she refuse to take it? I'm not completely familiar on the laws in that particular county, but to my knowledge, you either take the test or you go to jail and you get a blood test. We'll see how this all shakes out. I just feel like these kids. This reminds me of when Sheree and Nene were fighting at one of the reunions, and Sheree was like, "Well, at least my kid ain't stealing from Walmart." And Nene, after she admitted that her son Bryson did steal from Walmart, she kind of got Sheree. She told Sheree she raised her son the best that she could, and she raised him not to do those things. After a certain age, you can't control that. And it's true. But TMZ does blast all these kids. Bryson has been in and out of jail. After the shoplifting, there were some forgery charges. I actually interviewed Bryson's baby mama. She told me a lot of stuff that's going on with him. But I think that what people take out of context or they don't think about is the fact that these people are human too. We all make mistakes, and the kids of these people did not ask to be on reality TV. There's a long list of Bravo celebrities now who have rap sheets, not just the kids, the parents. You remember we got Nene, multiple mugshots. After Nene said that about Sheree, her own son had a driving under the influence charge. Sheree has a mugshot for shoplifting. Marlo has mugshots times infinity. They just keep going. Portia has 3. One for beating up Kenya, another one for I think something about her driving, and then of course she was arrested when she was protesting for Black Lives Matter. Jen Shaw she didn't have a mugshot yet, but she should. She's been convicted of a lot of crimes. Some honorable mentions. We have Luann de Lesseps, who threatened to off an officer. We have Sonia Morgan, Tinsley Mortimer, and Teresa, probably the most famous housewife who's gone to jail so far. And we have an honorable mention. We have one honorable mention. They probably should have been first on the list. They haven't technically been charged with anything, but I think that they should. So I want you guys to put in the comment section, do you think that people are being hard on these kids of celebrities because they're kids of celebrities and they feel like they can kind of get off, they have the money in the world? Do you think that Ariana was... I agree. I think Ariana was wrong, but do you all think that Ariana should be cut any slack? The general consensus from these comments is they think because she's rich and of a certain... I won't say that, but they think that because she's rich, she's going to get off. I definitely think that if this was an instance of underage drinking and driving, she should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, but not be made an example of because she is a celebrity's kid and has a lot of money. But that's it, guys. Remember, like the video, subscribe. I'm going to be giving you guys more short content. Remember, I always do live content. So this is different and new for me. Please share it. And I will see you on the next one.